We're live.
Nice.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another stream for the XY Cast Tour. It's Mint16, also known as Kyle Livingston, top 16, the U.S. Internet, and I think he's got some good DOU results that I don't have them off the top of my head. And Frania, who has won DOU Tour. Oh wait, he even won the Invitational 2 years ago. So yeah, he's obviously very good. So this is going to be a hype match. I'm super excited. They're playing way too early.
Right.
Oh, and I don't think I've said, but this is Stratus, and I'm joined by Marilli.
Hi. So we're just waiting for the match to get started.
Yep, apparently Franny is having trouble accepting. He's deciding whether he wants to bring chalk or chalk. I actually don't know what Frania would even use in XY now that Rachi's been banned, because I don't think I've ever seen him not use that Pokemon.
I mean, yeah, that's... you could say that with just about everyone, though. Like,
That's true. Rachi is super broken. I know when we banned Rachi, I had to delete like every team of mine that I made in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
That's one of the most exciting aspects about this tour. While we're waiting for them to start, I'll just rant, is seeing how the meta develops when there's no Rachi around. So far, I've been seeing a lot of CM Sylve, which makes sense because Rachi was one of its best checks. The other good steals are special attackers, so they're less threatening to it. And Frania and Mint have started. Mint has some sun stuff, looks pretty weird, not very bulky. And Frania bringing some normal-ish looking Diancie. So, Sun would normally be a good matchup versus Azumarill, but with Mint's whack-ass team, I don't even think it is.
Yeah. It's just like some Trick Room Guard Y team. Or maybe it could be...
Oh, Hoopa could be Trick Room, duh. I wasn't even thinking about that.
Yeah.
I was like, Scarf Hoopa? No, Trick Room makes sense. So yeah, he's probably semi-Trick Room. Frania can really plow through him with the Diancie as well, and the Heatran. I really think Frania's got a great matchup here, but it's not over, because Hoopa and Heatran on Mint's side can do work too.
Yep.
So they each lead Lando, which makes sense, because when do you not? And Amoonguss is good here. It can spore either slot, but Franny is probably U-turning out into something that can't be spored.
Like Amoonguss?
Amoon or Goggles Heatran.
It depends on what he has.
Yeah. So yeah, Mint goes to Tran, makes sense, and Frania must be Goggles, because you wouldn't go there if you weren't. Mint going straight for Giga Drain on Diancie instead of Spore on Lando. Makes sense, because Frania was obviously U-turning there, and Diancie is a threat, so I like that play, even though it wasn't what I thought he would do.
Yeah.
Now, with the Heatran being Goggles, it's not going to be redirected, and it just freaking drops the Mint's Tran. Well, that's really bad for him, because Tran was one of his best mons against Frania's team, I think. Now Hoopa's in, and it may be able to OHKO this Amoonguss if it's like Life Orb, I think. But
yeah.
I guess Frania has no Psychic Resist, so something's going to take a beating here. But he can't Trick Room with it. Unless it's goggles.
Yeah, I think he's just gonna let it die. Yeah. Oh.
Okay, it was goggles. Mint should have known that Tran was goggles because of the turn 1 play. Kind of upset he
Yeah.
didn't. Maybe that's why he let Heatran die turn 2, is he thought Frania's going to be afraid of Rage Powder, but Frania wasn't because he was goggles.
Yeah.
Now with Trick Room up, Mint can get in Oh, but it gets slept. Good play by Frania. And that burn really sucks.
Oh, wow.
I'm pretty sure this game is over. Mint's got half a team left. And it's not going to win. There's no way. He can't beat Lando.
Yeah.
So Moon can Rage Powder here. That's what I would do if I were Frania. And just get some more kills with Heat Wave.
Yeah.
Of course, Mint probably is hyperspace holding the Amoonguss here because he's burned. But he would kill Tran with a Fury, so... I guess the other thing you could do is switch Amoonguss to Lando so Tran lives a Fury.
Yeah, that's the other play I was thinking. But at the
But
same
that
time,
gives,
like, you don't really want the cold damage on the Lando when it's, like, super good.
Right, that's what I was gonna say. That gives Mint an opening to like flinch his way through Lando. Giga Drain not even KOing, but he furies the Zoomeril, so it worked out. Now Amoonguss is coming in for sure, and Franny is just gonna go straight back into Conkeldurr, I assume, or not Conkeldurr, to Heatran, I assume.
And I guess Mint should try to like just predict that and hope he wakes up with.
Yeah, try to wake your Conkeldurr, which he doesn't. I wonder if it gets spored. No, Rage Powder. What? Why did he spore the Amoonguss slot? Amoonguss was not under threat.
I guess he was trying to make a hard read of something.
I'm curious in what world Amoonguss was switching. Well, now he's really screwed because he can sleep the Landorus and Heat Wave. Which, yeah, even if Conkeldurr comes back in, that's still going to chunk it.
I think he was like just... He wasn't expecting that sport to work. He just like doesn't have a lot of options.
That's fair. Alright, now I'm assuming Franny's going to Rage Powder. Just in case it's like HP Ground Zard or Conkeldurr wakes and Mach Punches and Heat Wave again. And once something dies, he can send in Lando and just Rock Slide shit.
Yeah.
On Mint's side, I'm really trying and failing to think of any way he can win this. Protect Zard, Conkeldurr wakes and dodges Heat Wave, and Ice Punches a Moon, dives to Helmet and bring in Lando, then Earthquake and Tailwind. Like, that's my my idea here. That honestly might work, but it requires like a 1 or 3% chance, so... I don't think he can win without Tailwind because Frania's Landorus is just going to screw him up.
Yeah.
So if this is like Overheat Zard, it's over.
I mean, Tailwind would make sense, maybe? I don't know.
You can't Tailwind here because Amoonguss is going to spore the Zard. Or Rage Powder, never mind. I said it was Rage Powdering. Still. It's risky to Tailwind, but maybe you can do it. Tailwind Zard hasn't been very popular lately anyway, though. Although it would make sense on this team because Hoopa has your only Trick Room with like these slow mons. You kind of need some other kind of speed control. Oh, Frania is the one who's thinking. Why do you need to think? You're winning, dude. Just Rage Powder Heat Wave.
I know.
It's not hard. If you're afraid of like a Conkeldurr Wake, then Rage Powder Earth Power. If you like,
Right.
what if he wakes up and then uses Wide Guard?
Which is in Diancie.
What?
I don't know.
Okay. I don't really agree with that. Diancie is going to be slow on this turn because remember XY Mega Mechanics. So,
Yeah.
Conkeldurr now has a 50-50 shot at waking here. So, I would just Mach Punch Trans Soul Ream Diancie and hope Frania forgot about XY Mechanics. That would be my play.
Yeah. Or even if Diancie protect, he could just, if he has Tailwind, that's his.
I'm assuming he doesn't because he would have used it last turn.
Fair.
Like, Heat Wave doesn't Oko Amoonguss, so...
Right, yeah.
A switch.
Oh.
Wake. He did forget about the mechanics. He could have Solar Beamed. He could have done it.
He could have done it.
No. Then, honestly, he would have blown the game wide open.
I know, yeah. Because Zard and Lando.
Yeah, Zard, Lando, and Moon could easily take Genie's Amoon Azumarill. But with the Diancie there, it's a little harder. Is Diancie in Giga range? I'm not sure. I think it is, but it's been a while since I've seen that calc. Ooh,
Oh, that's smart.
that's a good play.
Because the moon is going to eat the spore.
Yep.
Yeah, that's smart.
And Diancie has protected, so he has to probably read a switch here. That's what I'd do. Diancie's not staying in. No way. I'm calling it. But he has to read whether or not Frania is switching, I think, and decide whether to Heat Wave or not. Because I don't think you can give a free Lando switch and still win. Or he could Spore the Diancie. If he's got real big dick energy, but then he's in a bad spot because Amoonguss would have a free turn to Spore Zard if Diancie stays in. On Frania's side, what are his options? He could sack Diancie here and get a free Lando switch, but Zard could just switch and Spore. And that's what he does, which, again, is not a play I really agree with. Oh, it doesn't die.
Oh.
Okay, my bad. Does Mint let Lando sleep here? I think so. It's the last turn of Sun, too, so he has to get Zard out so he can reset Sun. Otherwise, he won't be doing enough damage.
I guess Frania thinks that just putting Lando to sleep and getting something out of it, that the answer guaranteed is better. I don't know.
Well, knowing that Diancie lives that the Giga Drain, that's absolutely the right play, because he can just do it again, and unless Zard double protects, Lando gets slept, and he probably still wins after that.
Yeah, oh.
Yeah.
God.
Not like Diamond Storm is doing much to a Moon, so that makes sense. Get more damage on Lando.
Yeah. No,
Although if Mint had read it, that would have been crazy.
Yeah.
So now the game is not over, because both of the real threats to Amoonguss are out of the way.
Yeah.
But Thunderous is dangerous. If he can make his way past Thunderous, then he probably wins.
Yeah.
I think Franny is debating between Thunderous or Azumarill right now. I would go Azumarill and just belly drum, let myself get slept, and then just keep going for the wake. And if I get it in time, then I win. Assuming he's Knock, because Knock will Oko a Moon, right? Or maybe it doesn't. I have the damage calc. Why am I not using it? Oh no, it doesn't even Oko a Moon. So maybe that is not the play.
I'd go Thunder and then try to predict
if Lando's switching.
Yeah.
I think if you go Thun, you have to just taunt a Moon and Spore Lando again.
Yeah.
Though Mint could, of course, beat that by switching a Moon.
Yeah. So you could force them. Frania is thinking a lot about this.
Well, he's managed to throw a 1 game, so I don't blame him for thinking. He should have thought a little more earlier. When he didn't Rage Powder with Amoonguss and switched to Diancie. Alright, Azumarill comes in, which again is interesting because, like I said, it doesn't Oko a Moon even at +6. On Mint's side, Lando coming in is not a threat, but that's bad. Oh no, that's actually fine. Because Lando is choiced, or it doesn't have Protect in some way or another, I'm assuming. It might be Vest. But a Moon can Spore it here, and then Zard can Protect, and then next turn Zard can just Heat Wave things.
You turn out the Lando in the second.
No, you go for flinches. Like a real man.
Okay.
You got it. Jesus Christ.
You got it.
Rock Slide is so dumb.
Yeah, that's game.
That's a frustrating end to the game. Because Mint had a real shot at winning that if he managed to sleep the Lando. Despite the horrible start. Well, man. Hopefully this set isn't decided by that Rock Slide flinch because last match I streamed was decided by Rock Slide flinches too.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm giving people a bad impression of XY. It's okay, guys. Not everything is decided by Rock Slide flinch if you don't run these stupid teams with no Deoxys attack.
Okay, game 2's up.
Oh, it is?
And Frania brings Chalk. He gets sniped by a Mega Gengar.
Yeah. I wonder if Mint's gonna get all his pointers back. So, Mega Gengar plus Volcanion plus Cube, you really can't have a better Thok matchup.
Yeah, this is absolutely a counter team matchup.
Yeah, he got perfect.
Some nice banter in the.
Yeah, frania, of course, saying that ironically because everyone knows he uses Kang plus genies. On Mint side, probably lead Gengar so you can at least get your Mega and become a threat. Frania
Right.
leading Kang Lando makes sense. Oh, that's really bad for Frania though. Cause
Hiram's terrible at going first.
I would
I think-
if I were Mint, Mega, Gengar, switch Cube right out to Lando. If Kangaskhan stays in to fake out the Cube, it's dead.
Right. Because I think I remember Mint using a similar team, and it was Scarf Cube on that one, or was it that one that you?
I remember seeing Mega Gengar Scarf Cube. I'm trying to remember where I saw it. Was it Mint or was it like the round 1 match I streamed? I don't remember.
I think it was the round 1 matchup. Yeah. Whatever. Yeah, he switches out the Lando.
Ooh, Tran is trapped. Kang is trapped. Yeah, that's real bad for Frania. Oh, but it is S-Toss Kang at least. So that Shadow Ball crit hurt, but what do you do here? Just Superpower Kang and Sludge Bomb Kang? Kill it? That's what I'd do. You don't want to get S-Tossed all day.
Or you could just Shadow Ball like your Mega Gengar doesn't take damage.
Switch to Pharaoh. That makes sense. Get some chip. Is he helmet? He's not helmet.
Not helmet.
Then that doesn't make sense. If he were helmet, that would have been.
Switched it.
What'd you say?
Yeah, I wouldn't have gone for the switch on the Lando because like now his
Sylph counters half dead.
main Sylveon his main Sylveon counter is so weak now, and
That might be
that
his.
means that he really needs to keep his Mega Gengar alive.
Right. I mean, he's still got Volcanion-ish for Sylph, but if it's CM, it's not going to help that much. Okay, he sacks Lando because he's getting S-tossed again. Oh no, he protected Kang. Ooh, that's really good. You can switch out Gengar now, and Lando's going to side EQ the Kang, and then Superpower will pick up the kill for sure.
Yep.
But he only has one
Unless
floater,
for
so
some
what's he
reason-
switching to? Cube? He stays in. And Lando is slower than Kang.
Oh dear.
That was not the play. That was not it.
Yeah, no.
Well, we know Lando's not Scarf now, so
Yeah.
I'm curious what its set is. Choice Band? Maybe Mint didn't expect it to Oko Gengar.
Right.
What the hell was he doing? Cube just eats -1 earthquakes.
Let's see.
So Raichu comes in, presumably to fake something out.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the Kang while he Ice Beams Lando, if this Kyurem's faster than it.
Yeah, an intimidated Jolly Lando won't KO Mega Gengar without boosting item.
Right.
So,
It could be
Yeah,
Expert
I
Belt,
think
but considering he EQ'd on his own Kang, I don't know. Good freeze.
Yeah.
If this Raichu's Encore, which it should be, then he can also Encore Kang, which is forcing a switch. So he's going to Encore and Ice Beam the Kang, because Frania has no Ice Resists, and Amoon is frozen. Yep. Oh, he Ice Beamed the Amoon. Why would you do that? You gave him a free switch. Frania smartly not going for a fake out because he knows if he S-tosses on the Pharaoh switch it will die. And he doesn't want the chip from fake out. That's going to be a good game. Mint's not beating this Sylve. Oh, freeze shot.
Oh.
That didn't do shit.
Yeah,
Why did that do so little? EQ wins now.
Mint also noting how it.
Yeah, I think Mint also expected that to KO.
Yeah.
But it is not Z freeze shock. It is just freeze shock.
Right.
He gets 2 kills here with Volcanion, but it's too little too late because Lando wins. He doesn't have Heat Wave, or doesn't use it for confusing reasons. Alright, now Bright Powder Volcanion dodges this Earthquake. Oh! I called it too early. If Raichu can do 25% to Kang, Mint wins. But otherwise, Kang's just going to S-toss Volcanion and it's going to die. That's why you should have freaking Heat Waved. Why did he Sludge Bomb? If he Heat Waved, he won. I didn't think Raichu would be Hidden Power. I figured it would be some other support move like Nuzzle or... Is Nuzzle in XY?
Yeah, it's in XY.
Okay. Yeah, I figured it would be Nuzzle or something like that. Feint, Helping Hand. So, Hidden Power surprised me, but it worked out here. Non-Scarf Lando. Non-AV too. But he can't do 25% to Kang with Raichu. Well, maybe he can. It's fast Kang. It might be Jolly Kang with no HP investment. It could be like all HP, all speed though.
Right.
Because all he's used is S-Toss. I think it's a support set. Or not support, but, you know. I don't think it's attack invested. But if he manages to kill Kang, then Raichu plus Volcanion easily beats Thundurus, because Thundurus takes like 4 turns to get past Raichu.
Right. Wait, even if King lives this, what happens? He has Return. Oh, yeah.
Raichu
Return
lived.
doesn't kill.
I thought he would...
Oh, no, Frania! Oh, no, Frania!
What? I thought he would S-toss Volcanion.
Yeah, but if he S-tosses Volcanion, then Raichu gets the kill on the King next turn. And there's no way Thundurus beats Raichu.
I think it could 1v1 Raichu. It's Volcanion that's the threat. But it doesn't matter, because that's not what happened. It meant 1, because Raichu somehow lived that return.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, that was
That must be like 0 attacks on...
yeah, who runs attack on Raichu? Oh. Apparently Mint. How did Volt Switch do 18? That's so sad.
Yeah.
No, it's just game 1.
That, apparently, the Kangaskhan Return also didn't KO a 0 bulk,
Raichu. Yeah, that was interesting.
So that must be like it's got no
252 HP. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm calculating this now. Max special attack Raichu versus no HP Kang.
Oh.
Yeah, he was 0 attack. Oh, Mint left, so Frania's question is going to go unanswered. I am curious as well, though. I guess Raichu doesn't need max speed, because there's not much in that speed tier. I guess if you want to outspeed Keldeo, but... Mint kind of wants to outspeed Keldeo.
Yeah, he does.
Okay, Game 3 has begun, and Chalk Mirror.
What a surprise.
I mean, I love Chalk Mirrors. They're really fun to play, but...
Yeah.
They're not as fun to watch. I don't know. I like watching crazy shit. Chalk Mirrors are really slow-paced. And really the game is just who T-waves the Heatran first. Because if you can T-wave the opposing Heatran and then sub with your Heatran, you win.
Right.
Mint also, I think, has positive matchup here. Frania is running Latios. I presume this is my Chalk team, which is Dragon Pulse, Psy Shock, Roost, Latios, which is more for other non-Chalk matchups like Sun or Keldeo, Hydreigon. Mint has Sylveon, which is really good against opposing Chalk, because after 1 CM it can sub on Heatran, it can always sub on a Moon, and it's just threatening. Nice leads by both.
Hello?
Alright, you are still there. For some reason I wasn't hearing you earlier. Mint going for S-Toss while Frania goes for Protect. So neither of them are running Pup Kang. Well, maybe if Frania still is. Pup Kang was, of course, the standard on this team back when XY was, well, current meta. But in SM, we realized S-Toss King is broken, and people, like, backward compatibility'd it to XY, and it's still pretty good here, but not as broken.
Right. Do people really run Protect with power up? Like,
yeah, I've seen it.
Want sucker.
Protect instead of Fake Out if you are just going all in on your Kangaskhan being a sweeper and not using it for support at all.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
So, well, I guess Frania's not using my team, so I can't make set assumptions anymore.
Right.
This Heatran's probably Goggles if it switched in, but I'm not 100% sure on that. And it takes a chunk from S-Toss, but can get slept. Oh, nope, it's leftovers. That was just a ballsy switch that worked out. So I don't know if Mint16 is Goggles. If it's not, then obviously a Moon can redirect a Nerf power, but I also know that Frania is modest, I think. Oh, it's been so long, I don't remember which paste I've posted of this team. If Frania is modest, then obviously you can't expect to outspeed Mint. Not that you'd run on that anyway, because it could be Shucka. Maybe change it. It is Shucka. But it subs.
It's subs.
So it didn't Earth Power back. Now Frania is going to switch to Latios or Thund and EQ. That's the only play you make. I would go Thund personally because it's got a better matchup versus Genies, but
Lando, yeah.
Or you Protect an EQ, I guess. I don't think you gain anything from that versus switching and EQing.
Yeah.
Now you're going to have to switch and EQ again. Because you can't just let this Heatran Heatwave you. So he goes Thund. So does Mint. And this is the Genies we want to see. That did a lot. I did not expect that U-turn to do 21. Kang sitting at 1 sleep turn, so probably not going to wake here. But you still have to switch. Lando into a moon or stay in.
Oh, that.
Is he vest? He's vest. He's not fast. That 1 turn wake really hurt the Lando. And Lando is important in this matchup because it's your best check to opposing Lando.
Right.
I assume he's U-turning into a moon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to eat that hidden power. Now, since we know Mint's Kang is not protect, well, we don't know for sure, but it hasn't used it. This is a pretty safe spore. The only thing that can come in is a Moongus.
Mm-hmm.
But Frania should probably like taunt Mint's Thund, so he can switch to Heatran if a moon comes in. Then you get your sub up and then you win. Oh wait, Frania's Tran is really injured. I forgot that. Never mind.
Yeah, and yeah.
Oh, huh. Wow, that T-Bolt did a lot too. Mint's
I think that's the offensive done. It was how it took so much from U-turn.
Oh, it took a lot from S-Toss too. So yeah, it's probably max speed Thun with Flash Cannon to help the Diancie matchup, because the Diancie matchup's pretty bad.
Yeah.
It could be... It could be Safety Goggles Thund. It looks like it's not, because he would have used it. Does he sub? He protects. But Frania's in a good spot here. Mint has no Spore Switch-ins, and Amoonga is already on the field. On the other hand, Frania also has no Spore Switch-ins, and Amoonga is already on the field. So we're going to see some sleeping here.
Right.
I assume we're going to see Lando EQ, and then 2 Spores, and Heatran going to switch out to something that flies.
Yeah.
Thund. That's the best thing to sack. Oh! No sack. U-turn. He's going into a moon. Wow.
Right. Yeah.
Mint pulling slightly ahead that turn, I think. Helmet damage kind of sucks on Lando, but Sylveon being in right now is really nice. Because a moon can redirect the Thund, and Sylveon can sub.
Yup.
The moon doesn't redirect the Thund, it just goes for the Spore. Oh, wow.
Yeah. And Frania going for the Spore on the Sylveon.
Yeah, I don't agree with that Spore. That Sylve was obviously subbing. CM here, it's free. The moon's staying in just so nothing on Mint's team gets slapped. I like that play. He's going to keep doing it. While Sylve keeps CMing.
Right. Because if the two moves just exchange for Mint's coming out on top.
Right. It's a Mexican standoff. Frania can't really switch, but he can't stay in either. He's really penned. And he's going to keep sporing Tran, because Tran's Heat Wave doesn't kill him. Oh, but it does sub. Good.
Right. Oh.
So now Frania's got a little bit of breathing room back, but not much. +3 Sylve is a real threat.
Right.
And a moon can redirect this Kangaskhan away from it. I don't think Kang will die in one hit, but after Helmet, actually it might. This is Helmet, right? We don't know. Probably Helmet. Kang protects. I like it. Oh, everyone protects. It's a Protect-a-Palooza. I no longer like it. Mint really come out on top that turn too, burning out the Kang's Protect. now we can redirect it. Well, I don't know. As I was talking, I realized it sounded stupid.
There's a ton. Oh.
Frania is spinning his wheels, but he's not making any progress against the Sylveon. I'm not liking how he's playing this. You have to sack some Pokemon and make sure you break this sub and kill this thing.
Right.
I think another Heat Wave might break the sub, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Even if it does, Sylve's just going to sub again.
Yeah, I would sub again. So, yeah.
I'm mashing that MF substitute button. Oh, he CMs.
Just straight up calm line.
Wow. So Frania's trend is either faster or it's a speed tile. We learned that earlier. Mint protects. Does he Heat Wave? He Earth Powers.
Hyper Voice is doing way too much.
Have you ever seen a Sylveon kill a Heatran with Hyper Voice before?
Yeah. I mean...
Wow.
This
Energy Ball and Moon. I actually really like that because I think Energy Ball is still 90 base power in Gen 6.
Yep, it is.
No, DT won't tell me. Why did I even do that? In which case, that does more to Diancie. Like, if Mint had Energy Ball game 1, he probably won.
This Lando. Whoa.
Yeah, but it's probably still faster than the Thund. Because it's Citrus Thund. But it's just going to die to a Hyper Voice. Like everything else.
Right.
I assume Mint's going to Rock Slide Heat Wave here. Hope to break Sylve's sub and get in Kang plus Latios. No, he's sacking a Moon. Another sub. Nice.
Yeah. I don't see a way Mint loses this now.
Right, you can't let Sylveon get to +4. And I mean, I don't want to make it sound like Frania really choked because Mint got him in a really tough spot with the Amoonguss standoff. But that's why I love Chalk Mirrors, is because you have to really think about your board positioning.
Right.
They're super fun and super intense. Oh, I see what Frania was trying to do. Maybe. Get Kang Lando in and return the Sylvan Rock Slide and hope for flinches. Mint doesn't have Fake Out. Maybe he did. Maybe he didn't. We'll never know. But I think he was faster than Lando, so he could have just S-tossed it.
Yep.
And that is the set. Congrats to Mint. That was a really intense set. All 3 games came down to the wire. Well, the third one less so, but it was close. Trust me. It didn't look close, but...
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. See you guys hopefully next week, but whenever I stream another game.
Bye.